Be a leader, she said. Mature every year, he advised. Follow your heart, they told me. With these instructions, you've just crafted the perfect formula for greatness. But of course, to be great is something that's easier said than done. It is the flame within you, burning your insides to move forward and soar over boundaries just when your enemy etches another line of chalk into the concrete. It is when you go from being failure's sidekick to its disciple. Being great is when you decide that you are not the only one you must live for, when you realize someone you can't see died for you and all you want to do is return the favor. Today, we cry out, let us be great. I never always knew where I was going or how I'd get there. The thought alone of such uncertainty left me blind in a battlefield of AKs with not an OK in sight. All the while trying to reach for my destiny and feeling like my foes find solace in pulling it further and further away. Standing at only 5'9", I've never had a wingspan wide enough to grab what I wanted when I wanted. I always had to ask, always had to inquire. Asking mom to grab the cup on the top shelf of the cupboard, she would always say yes and bring it to me, but the fact is, I never had complete control. I still don't. Truth is, if I had complete control, I would never even be able to catch a glimpse of greatness. I would have never moved to Atlanta, my sister would have made it to the Olympics, my brother wouldn't have to learn the hard way, and my dad would still be alive, but I can't count on my own decisions. Can't trust in my own mind when it's saturated with the thoughts of my brain. I need someone who can trigger the desires of my heart, and as much as mama knows best, Jesus knows better. So how do you thank God for God? Not for any action in particular, but just for being. For hoisting your vocabulary and replacing a bunch of whys with why nots. I'm not sure how to say that you brought me up from dust, and before I return, you will make me great, and you will take my holes, and you will make them whole so I can hold on to your will tighter than when Mary held Jesus for the first time. I want to be as thankful as 10 Thanksgivings wrapped up in a handful of Christmases laying on a bed full of birthdays. Sometimes thank you are the only words that I have to offer. It is the only phrase that will suffice when the enemy slices my wrists and I need Casper to call on his holy friend for a bandage. You freed me from bondage. Suspended thoughts within me that told me greater is he that is in the world than he that is in me. You strike that down, then turn it around and say the opposite. Say, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world, than he that is in a classroom or a corporate office. Please let me know that without moving to the peach state, I would never bear fruit to such sweet accomplishments. I would have never learned to depend on him when my back was pressed up against a stone wall and I heard shouts and curses infiltrate what used to be a pure marriage. I would have never come to be you and meet with people who pray with me and for me, and when they're done, I marvel at their wings. These people are my angels. In a world that idolizes perfection, how could I not find peace in a perfect will? I will perfectly put myself second. This is not a race that I want to win. Instead, I will ride pistol, ride shotgun. I don't want none of my own plan because there in the midst of it lies chaos. But you have showed me time and time again that you are gently cradling me as if every day is July 15th, 1992. Given me a job when I was helpless, given me a companion when I was lonely, given me comfort when I was burdened, and given me aid financially when I thought I wouldn't get financial aid. You are my personal I owe you. I owe you. Thank you.